All right, Kim. This is Stanley Loper here, and I've got me some coffee here. So have me a sip. I bred Pomeranians at one time, so that's why the picture of the dog there on that cup. And so I just got through watching your video, and this here is just an impulse by the you know, just this is an impulse to say, hey, I liked it, I enjoyed it. The thing, Kimmy, is when you go on and you give opinions. Okay, you're gonna have to be able to do one of two things: either ignore them or grab the bull by the horns. And well, you chose to grab the bull by the horns. To say you were through with it. You were through with what folks were throwing at you, and you were gonna and you were going to ban them. Well, great. If that's if that's the way things are, and you were upset, I could see it. No two ways about that. And so you chose to take the bull by the horns and and say, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. And well, you know, uh, remembering the roast of William Shatner, screw you and the horse you rode in on as well. So, good for you, Kim. Good for you. Uh, for just sitting up, taking the spine, getting the spine going there and saying, you know, uh, I'm not going to take this. I had just gotten through listening to or watching a video by Stephen Manu, in which he just said something fairly similar. After going out and going to Australia, trying to talk to people and what he experienced there, he said that it just made his spine stiffer. And so think about that. Uh, make your spine stiffer. You're doing a good work, bringing attention to uh, the things that are going on in the Watchtower among Jehovah's Witnesses, the way a lot of folks in that religion are suffering. And okay, I say religion or sect would probably be better. I went through college and I came out of that with a more academic mindset, so I don't hardly ever use the word cult because for the simple reason that cult basically for most folks means whoever believes differently from me. In other words, you don't believe the Trinity. Well, you or your group is a cult. Well, that's that's just a way to uh, that is a way to 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 slander people anymore. Okay, I'm not questioning your use of the word in this case. They, but in most circles, that's about it, it's about that useless. So uh, that's why I don't use it. But yeah, go ahead. Be peeved at these people. Uh, uh, and it amazes me that instead of just laying out what they believe is the truth, they go picking on people. They become trolls and they pick on people. They pick on you. They'll pick on me because I'm about to start uploading some videos that, frankly speaking, lots of people aren't going to like. For one thing, I remain a Neo-Aryan, and I'm about to start uploading videos on the Trinity doctrine, and basically laying out the Aryan position. Uh, and I will also be doing some videos on the history of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm sure I'll probably have critics coming from both sides on that one. Uh, and if you happen to disagree with some of what I say there, I want you to know this: I'm not criticizing you. In fact, I know I just noticed you have a you have up a video on the subject of apparently Russell and the early days, and I'm not even going to watch it because for one thing, that way I won't, if we happen to disagree about anything, be coming after you because I won't know what your view is, Kim, yours, and Mikey's. So, and I'm a big boy. If you think I'm wrong, hey, post and post and post where you get your information. Okay, how you think I'm wrong. I'm a big boy. That won't bother me. As for the trolls, well, they can just roll. They'll roll off my back like like water off a duck's. Plain and simple. You go into this field. You have to be uh, able to just not let it affect you. And so uh, that's just that's a little something for the future. Some things I am working on right now. I am being interviewed on the six screens every other Saturday night by Dick Borgie about the history of the witnesses, and right now we're talking about the era of Rutherford. Okay, something I always like to talk about because it is my personal belief that uh, that it was during Rutherford uh, and his days that things really became badly twisted up, and and most of the things which so negatively affect people in the Watchtower today are traceable to that time, even though some things, such as the disfellowshipping, the judicial committees, which were put in place in the early 1950s, okay, they can be traced back to, their inspiration can be traced back to Rutherford. Uh, all you have to do is look at some of what he did, as well as read a letter by Olin Moyle, okay, which you can find at Watchtower Documents .com, Barbara Anderson's website, and you'll have no trouble getting the idea of where the inspiration for that came from. So, once again, I'm going to say, uh, if this has been bugging you, time you did it, time you had your rant, and I hope you got it out of your system so that you can focus on the important things, which of course are the good work you're doing, exposing a lot of what is going on. And so, in that respect, my best wishes to you there, Kim. And if you do see this, say I said hi to Mikey as well. Bye.